Coming up next on LUTV Sports Flying High, the broadcast announcing class at the Department of Communication and Media will give you a history lesson on Lamar Cardinals Athletics. From the television studio at Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas, LUTV Sports Flying High takes off now. Welcome to LUTV Sports Flying High, a show produced by the broadcast announcing class in the Department of Communication and Media. I am your host, Stephanie Adeniji. During the next 30 minutes, talented aspiring media professionals will guide you through the history of big red sports. From the court to the diamond and to the gridiron, we have prepared all semester to deliver this content to you. The shot clock has started, and I'm going to take us to the hardwood, from legendary head coaches like Billy Tubbs to Larry Tidwell to high-flying dunkers like former NBA player Mike James and three-point assassins like Mo Kennard. Lamar men's and women's hoops have certainly enjoyed a long legacy of success. Cardinals basketball certainly has quite a successful reputation, and part of it is because of the coaches who helped their players reach an astounding level for the men's and women's teams. Alvin Brooks is the current head coach at Lamar University. Prior to Lamar, he served as an associate head coach of the Houston Cougars. He was also the Kentucky Wildcats director of basketball operations. Brooks was named the program's 12th head coach on April 1st, 2021. He returned to the program that led to the 1980 NCAA Sweet 16 as a player and where his coaching career began. Aqua Franklin is the 14th women's basketball head coach for the Redbirds on May 1st, 2019. In her first season, Franklin coached the Cardinals to a 10-19 record overall and a 6-14 conference record. That season ended prematurely due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Despite this, guard Jaden Pimentel earned a spot on the All-Southland Conference defensive team, which included a career-high 10 steals against McNeese State. During Franklin's career, she has recruited and coached 8 all-conference players and 3 all-freshman team selections. Franklin guided yet another LU guard to all Big 12 honors during the 2017-18 season, after junior Crystal Lyons earned an honorable mention nod for her work on the hardwood. Lyons repeated honorable mention following the 2018-2019 season. These coaches are certainly one for the books, and Brooks and Franklin have achieved so much and are helping their players achieve the same and even more. Without our coaches, this team are strong, but with them, they are stronger. For more insights on one of men's hoops and all-stars on and off the court, I will pass it to LUTV Sports contributor Jayla Jackson. Jayla?
Born in Lafayette, Louisiana, Norman Ballard is a former Lamar University basketball star. He was recruited out of high school by the head coach of Lamar University's basketball team, Jack Martin. After 2 years of recruiting Ballard, Martin retired and was replaced by Billy Tubbs. Ballard was a Cardinals point guard from 1975 to 1979. During Ballard's career, the men's basketball team remained undefeated and ranked as the 5th scoring team in the nation, averaging more than 90 points a game. One of Ballard's most memorable games was against Michigan State. He did not know much about the Spartans, except their point guard was a 6'9" tall boy named Irvin Magic Johnson. Although Big Red suffered a heartbreaking loss to Michigan State, this didn't stop Ballard from continuing his education. Ballard would take 15 to 18 hours per semester, which was challenging for him. Thanks to the professors at the Lamar University, he was able to overcome his challenges and graduated with a Bachelor of Business in Accounting. Ballard started as part-time mentor, eventually working his way up to president of student affairs. Although he retired from his position, Ballard remains as an alumni and is a mentor for current students. He was recently appointed to serve the role as assistant to the president for community relations and athletic programs. Now let's dish the rock back to Stephanie.
Thanks, Jayla. We are still playing basketball. Sports contributor Trey Sanchez is next with details on women's hoops. Trey, the ball is in your court.
The Lamar Lady Cardinals basketball team competes in the NCAA Division I women's hoops. These ladies play in a 10,080-seat Montaigne Center. This venue has witnessed its share of great coaches and players in its program's 53-year history. Coaches such as Al Barbary and Larry Tidwell led Big Red to NCAA berths. Barbary's run took the Cardinals to the Elite Eight in 1991. The Women's National Invitational Tournament and the Women's Basketball Invitation were landing spots for several of Robin Harmony squads from 2013 to 2019. Players, or should I say ballers, have left their mark on opponents' court across the Southland Conference. The Lady Cards have 12 all-conference first-team selections, 2 Player of the Year, and 5 Newcomer of the Year players in its storied legacy. In recent years, names like Jaden Pimentel and Kiana Desamores earned Freshman of the Year honors. Defensive rock stopper Chastide Barbs won 3 Defensive Player of the Year selections in consecutive years from 2016 to 2018. During the Cardinals' brief stay in the Western Athletic Conference, Acacia Davis won Freshman of the Year in 2021. After just 1 season in the Western Athletic Conference, they rejoined the Southland Conference in July 2022. Current head coach Aqua Franklin is looking to build on the success of coaches such as Barbary and Larry Tidwell now. That's it from Women's Hoops. Stephanie, heads up. Here's the alley.
And here's the ooh. We have just slammed the first segment of LUTV Sports Flying High. After the break, we will find out why diamonds are Cardinals' best friend. You're watching LUTV Sports, where we keep you in the game for every game. And we'll be back after this timeout for the media. Stay with us.
Thank you for watching LUTV, where we do it for the culture. This is Culture by Kalea. Do it for the culture. No, just kidding. Thank you for watching LUTV, where we do it for the culture. This is Culture by Kalea. Do you want to learn more about culture? Do you want to be entertained? Well, tune into LUTV, where you can watch Culture by Kalea. Do it for the culture. We're good? Okay. Thank you.
So how would y'all say y'all's experience at LUTV has been, and how's it felt to sit behind this desk?
Man, to be here now is so surreal. I came in 2019 as a broadcast major, and I watched the guys before us come and do this, and it was so exciting to watch them do that and be in their element. Now just to be here, it's like I've been waiting for this for so long. We went through the pandemic. We went through so much and to finally get here. And I'm happy to work with you guys, too.
Honestly, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but like once I figured out, I knew a lot of people were going to be so compassionate about this department and everything. And once I got into LUTV, I just went knee deep and started working with whatever I got. And it's been amazing working with all y'all right here.
Yeah, I mean, I came into here with a journalist background. I'd never done anything on camera before. I knew I was passionate about sports, and Professor Gordon brought me in, and he's been just a huge help for me just growing as a journalist in all ways, multimedia, and that's so important. And yeah, it's just been a big boost on pretty much everything I have to offer as a journalist. So
Yeah, I mean, I came in here, I knew this is my passion, and I mean, this has just been a lot more than I was expecting. This has been amazing. I mean, this is an award-winning program. I mean, this is a good group of individuals, you know, and I came here thinking I knew so much, and I've been taught so much more.
Exactly.
It has been amazing. Yeah, working with you guys, I've enjoyed it. I mean, this is a fun group. This whole thing has just been awesome.
And it's amazing too, because all the chemistry is so organic and everything with everyone here. So it's not like we're not accepting people in at any time. No, if you come in and you want to work with us, then it's perfect, because you're just gonna fit right into the group and mesh with everybody right here.
Yeah, I agree with Jonathan. I feel like we've only been working together for a few weeks, and I feel like that camaraderie and that chemistry is just so naturally. It didn't take too long to get it. And like my man Jonathan said earlier, that compassion that we all have, it's really cool to see.
And I think that really stems off just the whole, the whole LUTV group, like everything. Like when we first got in here, none of us really had like a lot of, we haven't experienced a lot of it, but we were just all kind of like brought in with open arms. And that was big for all of that. And I think that just kind of rubbed off on really all of us and did the best thing for us.
Yeah, I didn't even talk in this class for so long. And he was still teaching me stuff. I was still getting taught stuff. I was still learning. And, I mean, it's just been amazing. I mean, I feel like I can do a lot of things in the newsroom now that I couldn't have done, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm so much more experienced now being in this program than I was, before I even came to the school.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I feel like this platform is very beneficial for not only us, but the people that's going to come after us too. And we have a chance to do something special for them.
Welcome back to LUTV Sports Flying High. Now it is time to fast pitch this segment over to sports contributor Brett Strahan. Brett.
Thanks, Stephanie. You were throwing some heat and so are the Lady Cardinals softball team on the diamond. The Lady Cardinals softball team was founded in 1983. In 1987, the program was cut and then rose back into the clouds in 2013. The Cards are a Division I softball team competing in the Southland Conference. Big Red has had 7 first-team All-Conference players, 1 Hitter of the Year, and 3 Newcomers of the Year. The Lady Cards went 34-21 in the 2017, which is the best record in the program's history. They also defeated Central Michigan twice, beat the University of Houston, and were victorious over Nebraska in that same year, while winning multiple games in conference. In the year at the Cardinals Classic, the Cards went 3-2 and beat Alabama A&M, South Dakota State, and Northern Illinois. After facing many Power 5 schools, Big Red went into SLC play and ended with a 17-10 record. The Cards swept schools such as the University of Incarnate Word, Northwestern State, and Houston Baptist University. Coach Amy Hooks is trying to restore the winning history. Since being hired in 2018 under Brooks' leadership, the team has won 79 games in 5 seasons. Last year, the team went 8-43, beating the University of Houston 6-4 and sweeping Northwestern in a 3-0 run. This season, the Lady Cardinals are 11-38 with a big-time win against HBU, with a 9-1 in the 5th inning. Stephanie, in going to softball, this pitch is back to you.
Thanks, Brett. I'll hit that pitch. It's a line drive over to LUTV Sports contributor Jonathan Garcia with more on America's pastime, LU edition. Jonathan?
Thanks, Stephanie. It's a home run, no grand slam when you start talking about Big Red baseball. Lamar Cardinals throughout the history has a rich history throughout the 1950s and to the present. The Cards have 13 NCAA tournament appearances, 5 conference tournament championships, 2 being from Sunbelt and 3 being from the Southland. LU has produced players that actually been drafted to the big league, Major League Baseball. Former player Kevin Millar played from 1998 to 2009, playing with the Florida Marlins, Boston Red Sox, Toronto Blue Jays. Millar actually won a World Series ring in 2004 with the Red Sox. And of course, with all this history, the Cardinals are going to need some place to play. The Vincent Beck Stadium is where the Redbirds call home. Well, actually, the Cardinal Field is what it was originally named. It was renamed in 1981 to honor Al Vincent and Brian Beck. Vincent was a former player and manager in the Texas League, where he served 16 years as an assistant coach at Lamar University. He was inducted into the Lamar Cardinals Hall of Honor in 1980. In the 2013 season, the Lamar Cardinals went 39-20. Big Red had multiple players with 40-plus runs scored and 1 player with 53. Also in the same season, once again, the Cards had multiple players that had 10-plus doubles in the season. It's the last half of the ending of the baseball segment. The closer, LUTV contributor Brett Shaham in the final out. Brett?
Thanks, Jonathan. In Lamar Cardinals baseball history, it's appropriate to close this segment with the greatest of all time. In terms of Big Red sports, few names are as synonymous with success than that of Jim Gilligan. During his 2 stints as head coach, he racked up a staggering 1,320 career wins, a mark that only 18 coaches in NCAA history have obtained. Gilligan's tenure ran a whopping 40 years, basically building this program into what it is today. During that time, he was Southland Conference Coach of the Year on 6 different occasions, while leading the program to 11 divisional tournaments, 13 NCAA regional appearances, and 5 conference championships. During his brief time away from LU baseball in 1987, he went on to coach professionally with the Salt Lake City Trappers. Gilligan broke a 68-year-old record with consecutive wins with 29. This cemented his spot in Cooperstown in the Baseball Hall of Fame with number 29 Gilligan jersey on display among other baseball royalty. This proves that no matter what level Gilligan is coaching at, he will bring success. As the old song goes, you don't know what it's got until you've gone. And Lamar Athletics scrambled to rehire Gilligan after that 1987 season, where he finished out his historic career, officially retiring in 2016. However, Gilligan is not finished with baseball quite yet. In an interview last year with current coach Will Davis, he said that Coach Gilligan still comes out to the practice field and gives them a pair of fresh eyes. He is there helping out players. And it is this unbridled love of the game that makes Jim Gilligan not just the GOAT of Lamar baseball coaches, but truly one of the greatest coaches in Lamar's long and storied history. It's over, Stephanie. That's it from the Field of Dreams. Back to you.
Brett, you are right. This segment of LUTV Sports Flying High is over. And after the break, we go from one type of pitch to another, and from hitting baseballs to hard hits on the gridiron. You are watching Lamar University Television.
I am Tommy Byers, host of Tea with Tommy B.
And I am Alexis Miller, a multimedia journalist for LUTV News.
We are here on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C.
We want to thank you for watching our content on LUTV News and Media online platforms.
To see more content from LUTV News, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
I want to know, is it common that you like run into other LUTV, people who worked in LUTV when you're out working in other media outlets or news stations and things like that?
Yes, we're everywhere. It's absolutely crazy. There's definitely not a studio around here that you go to that there's not somebody from LUTV. And what's interesting is even though some people haven't continued their career in broadcasting, you can find them in other careers really utilizing that communication skills that they were able to learn here. And luckily with the guidance of Gordon, and I had Jonathan here as well, it's crazy that the lessons you learn in LUTV don't just stick to like broadcasting. Right. You're learning life lessons here. So even if you aren't a broadcaster, you can take that with you into other fields, and people truly have. Like they really utilize everything they've learned here to help them succeed in, if they're a teacher or an engineer or whatever they wanted to do. They can all usually be traced back to something they've learned here.
No, definitely. I think we have something special here at Lamar. A lot of people don't talk about Lamar's broadcasting or communication programs, but I definitely think just with the size of the school, it's like not too big and not too small, something I talk about all the time, where we get that hands-on experience. And something like LUTV just gives us the platform to perfect our crafts here. So it's really amazing. Like you say, it goes way beyond just being a broadcaster. You learn so much more.
Hi, I'm Brett Strahan, coming at you from Camden Yards, home of the Baltimore Orioles, and in my opinion, one of the most beautiful stadiums in all of baseball. Thank you for following us on all of our platforms where we keep you in the game, every game. Be sure to like us on Facebook at LUTV News and follow us on Twitter.
Hi, LUTV News. My name is Jamie, and I was the head news anchor back in 2003 to 2005. And I just wanted to send y'all a video of congratulations on surpassing 750 videos. That's awesome. Woo! Also, I just want to say, hey, Gordon, and hi, Mr. Stanley. I miss y'all. I love y'all. I miss being on LUTV News. Maybe I'll get to stop by soon. Maybe make a guest appearance. That would be so fun. Anyways, y'all take care. I love the new set. It looks way better than what we used to have, by the way. Y'all have a good time. Congratulations.
Lamar must have really made a positive impact on you.
The College Tour is a TV series that offers prospective students the chance to tour educational institutions from the comfort of their own home.
I'm 16, I'm 17, I'm still trying to figure out where to go to school. Where should I go? What's the best fit for me? So that's, it's more designed for that than anybody else.
Students of Lamar University were given the opportunity to audition for the chance to share their personal stories on the show.
Today, I'll be showing you why I should be one of the students to represent Lamar University on the college tour.
10 of 25 students were selected to be featured in a segment on the college tour.
We're really looking for individuals that been successful here at Lamar University, meaning they enjoy their time here as a student, have been involved, can really portray what our student is really looking for in themselves.
Not only does the college tour give outsiders an inside look of Lamar's campus, but it also inspires students to use their college time wisely.
Get meetings with people on the books, ask adults, like not that you're an adult, but it's like ask older people what they do virtual coffees, like whatever world you're trying to build connections in or learn from, go do it.
In the near future, Lamar University will be featured on Season 8 of the college tour on Amazon Prime Video. Taylor Justice, LUTV News, Beaumont.
Football, not the pigskin, but the black and white ball that has kicked the Lamar's women's soccer team to championship heights. LUTV Sports contributor Trey Sanchez lets us know why the program is flying high. Trey?
Let's touch the sky, Stephanie. The Lamar Cardinals soccer team was founded and first sponsored in 2007. Through the team's history, they have had 5 head coaches. Matthew Dillon was the inaugural head coach of the program. Following Dinion's tenure, Coach Dewey Hartman, Orlando Cervantes, Steve Holman, and current coach Nathan Kogut have led the Lamar Lady Cardinals teams from 2008 to 2022. The Lady Cardinals compete in NCAA Division I soccer in the Southland Conference. Their nest, where they play their games, is the Lamar Soccer Complex. Big Red played their first home game against the New Mexico State Aggies in 2008. The Redbirds have 2 Division I tournament appearances and 1 tournament runner-up in program history. Unfortunately, they came out winless in both appearances. In program history, Lamar Soccer has had 7 all-region selections, 10 all-conference first-team selections, consecutive Player of the Year selections in 2019 and 2020, to add to their list of accolades with 2 Newcomer of the Year, Forward of the Year, and Midfielder of the Year selections, as well as a Coach of the Year selection in 2017 and 2019, and an all-conference selection in Esther Akwankwo in 2020. The Lady Cardinals are currently soaring through the competition with an impressive record and ended the regular season as SLC champions. With Kogut, Coach Kogut has the team flying high in the first season as head coach, representing the university in incredible fashion. This team is not only one of the university's best, but one of the best in the country. The Lady Cards are amongst the top 31 teams nationally to clinch an automatic qualification to the NCAA Women's Soccer Tournament. This current team has already made their mark with their successful season led by seniors Abby Gimza and Nicole Pennis. From goals on the soccer field to field goals, I'm going to punt it back to Stephanie.
It would not be fair not to catch the pigskin and give it the college try to run it into the end zone. LUTV Sports contributor Caleb Knight gives us the down and the distance on the legacy of Big Red football. Let's hack it over to you, Caleb.
Football has been a part of Lamar Athletics' history since it was established in 1923 as South Park Junior College. It was abandoned in 1928 due to lack of comparable opponents, but newly renamed Lamar College brought it back in 1932. Prior to the program being again halted in 1942 and not restarting until the end of World War II, Coach John Gray's team posted records of 8-1 that season and 8-1 in 1934. The first football scholarships were given out once football was reinstated in 1946. Big Red had an 8-2 record in the 1946 campaign. The 1948 team, with a record of 8-4, won 2 bowl games, while the 1949 team, in accordance with school policy, won 10 games and another bowl trophy. At their first formal meeting in December 1989, 5 newly appointed members of the then Lamar University System Board of Regents decided to end football because of poor support, which ultimately resulted in larger than anticipated deficits. Their goal was to turn the football budget over to the basketball department in order to turn Lamar University into a basketball powerhouse. The football team was reinstated in 2010 as a part of the Texas State University system. Provost Umphrey Stadium, a new 54,000 square foot athletic complex, 7 luxury suites integrated into the current Montaigne Center, new field turf and field house would be the home of Big Red football. Legacies and traditions are not built without legendary leaders. There is one coach who broke the glass ceiling in Cardinal country. Born on October 14, 1928, Vernon Glass became one of Lamar University's most well-known and acclaimed head football coaches. Before Glass's success as a head coach, he found success as a player on the field. Glass played football high school in Corpus Christi, where he was said to have been an outstanding quarterback. After success in the high school, he took it a step further and played on the college level. Glass attended Rice University and had a big role in the Owls' success in the Southwest Conference, even securing a win over the University of Texas. After his achievements at Rice, Glass spent some time in the United States Air Force. There, in his 2 years of service, Glass led the Carswell Air Force Base to the National Service Championship. After his service in the Air Force, Glass began his career as a football coach in Corpus Christi at Del Mar College. He served 3 years as an assistant coach until he was finally promoted to head coach, in which he paved the way for Del Mar's successful 9-0 season. After Glass's time at Del Mar, he became an assistant coach at Baylor University from 1962 to 1963. In 1963, Glass was hired as the head coach of Lamar State College of Technology, which later became Lamar University. Glass was the Cards' third-year head coach as a four institution. He helped the university transition from an NCAA independent status into the Southland Conference. In just the first 3 years of being in the SLC, as well as having Glass as the head coach, Big Red won the Southland title. Winning 4 total SLC titles as head coach, Glass also has the record wins as head coach at Lamar University. An athlete, a coach, a veteran, Vernon Glass began flying high since December 3rd, 2005. That's it from the gridiron. Now back to you, Stephanie.
As you can see, Lamar Cardinals Athletics has a long storied history of excellence. With the centennial celebration of this institution, take some moments to learn about the players that have shaped what we see on the hardwood, the diamond, the pitch, and the gridiron today. That is it for LUTV Sports Flying High. Thank you for watching this show produced by the Broadcast Announcing class in the Department of Communication and Media at Lamar University. To watch more content from LUTV News, follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. You've been watching an LUTV Sports special presentation. LUTV Sports, where we keep you in the game for every game. Stay flying high. See you next time.